Welcome back. Sprint car racing has returned to Mercer Raceway Park on a full-time basis in 2011. On Saturday night, the All-Star Circuit of Champions sprint cars paid their first visit to the track in quite a few years. Now the night started off with a 20-lap mod Lite feature. Now I've never seen these cars in action before. They look like scaled-down versions of big block modifieds. We pick things up on a lap 3 restart. The 20 of Alan Nepper has led the first few laps, while Jeff Teeters in the 23 has charged the second from 9th starting position. 3rd through 8th run in a tight pack. It doesn't take long for Teeters to make his way to the front with this pass of Nepper. While Teeters stretched out his lead, a few positions were being shuffled behind him. Here the 12 of Darren Gallagher uses the chrome horn on George Englert to challenge for 4th. He is unsuccessful while the yellow number 10 of Lynn Nepper joins the mix as they go through turns 1 and 2. Just ahead of them, Tracy Fritter in the 59 makes a move to the outside of Alan Nepper to jump into the runner-up spot. Fritter gets to close the gap on a lap 10 restart. Teeters is able to hold him off while Lynn Nepper works the outside of Alan Nepper in a battle for 3rd. With 2 laps to go, Teeters only has a few car lengths on Fritter as they cross the line. A caution comes out, giving Fritter one more shot at Teeters. On the restart, Lynn Nepper runs up on Fritter's tire. The bauble allows Mark Marcucci in the red number 8 to gain a couple of spots, temporarily. Teeters would go on to take the checkers in the 20-lap event. Alan Nepper bested Lynn Nepper for 2nd place. Fritter and Marcucci made up the rest of the top 5. Now on to the All-Stars, where a packed house show their appreciation to the drivers. With 46 cars on hand, making the show was quite an accomplishment. How tough was it? Well, Dale Blaney set fast time, yet had to race his way in through the B main. The same for Danny Holtgraver, another contender favored to win. Pacing the field to the green were Mike Lutz in the 8, and to his outside, Ed Lynch Jr., who was making his first start this year. When the green dropped, Lutz would settle in the 1st, while Lynch had his hands full with Bob Felmley in the 6th car as they start down the backstretch. As they enter 3, that's when David Gravel flies past Felmley to challenge Lynch as they complete the 1st lap. Lynch holds the position. On the next lap, Gravel tries the same move, this time with better results as he takes the runner-up spot. Some heavy favorites were mired back in traffic during the early going. Tim Schaefer started 13th, but only advanced 4 spots in the 30-lapper. Blaney started in the 11th position, yet only finished in the 10th spot on the grid. The man on the move was Darren Pittman, who started 5th, but was quickly up to 2nd with this pass of Gravel. Lap after lap, Pittman closed on Lutz to where Pittman saw an opening on the bottom on lap 22. Once he got by Lutz, Pittman opened up the lead on the local driver. In a caution-free event, Pittman pulled away to claim his 3rd All-Star win and Hefner Racing's 2nd win in as many nights. Darren, congratulations. Now, you didn't have to pick off too many positions, but at least you did that before you hit lap traffic.
Yeah, I mean, we were in traffic there when we got the lead. I think that's what made the 8 car make a mistake and let us get by him. So, yeah, we got to start 5th, which isn't too far back, but you'd always rather start a little farther front. But, you know, car was awfully good, and just things went our way, and we got a good race car right now. We're just trying to keep our roll going as long as we can.
Yeah, now, when you go nonstop like you guys did, and it's getting late in the race, I guess you see that opportunity, you got to go for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we were pretty good, but once I got to 2nd, you know, he wasn't giving much of an opening to get by him, and I thought I was running out of laps for sure. I don't even know how many we actually led, but just felt like, you know, he made one mistake, and it gave me just enough room to get underneath him, and we just had to take it and go for the win. So, you know, that's racing, that's dirt track racing, and he doesn't have mirrors, and, you know, nobody knows what's going on. So, yeah, green to checkered races are generally I'm better at. The longer they go green, I think the better our cars get, and I find my rhythm a lot better. So just a great night all around.
Well, speaking of rhythm, you guys are really on a roll here with one of Outlaw win at Williams Grove, and then Lernerville last night and now tonight. Really hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, you know, winning 3 races, you know, in a 2-week period and 3 in a row is you know, a big accomplishment for any team, no matter where you're at. But yeah, our win last week against the Outlaws at Williams Grove was a huge win for us, and we've just been able to keep that momentum going, and we'll ride it out as long as we can.
Do you have any certain plans? Or are you just picking and choosing races right now?
We're just picking and choosing. We start Keystone Cup next week, which is 6 nights in a row, starting on Wednesday back in Central PA. So right now we're getting ready to get to the heart of our season where we're really busy. So we've got a lot more days racing than we have days off over the next 2 months. So that's the time of the year that I get excited about, and it gets a little grueling and tiring, but it's what it's all about.
So Pittman and crew take home the $5,000 winner's check with Lutz in second. Gravel ran a strong third, Lynch was fourth, and Danny Smith, who pulled the Lernerville Mercer double earlier in the month, came in fifth. In the Outlaw Sprint Warriors, outside pole sitter Jeff Taylor would jump to the lead over Skip Doherty in the black 27 to start things off. This was a race that came down to two veterans going at it. Mike Lutz tracked down Taylor on lap 12. Off of 4, Lutz dives low to take the lead as Taylor rolls to a stop on the front stretch. Lutz would cruise to an easy victory. It was a good night for the local driver after a second place showing with the All-Stars. Dennis Wagner, Skip Doherty, Justin Weitzel, and Adam Anderson complete the top 5. In the stock car feature, Rusty Moore came from 12th to take the checkers. He was followed across the line by Chad O'Brien, Terry Wheeler, Bob McCann, and Jace Farringer. Darren Pittman and his Hefner Racing team are certainly on a roll. Up next, we return to Bedford Speedway where the super late models battled for a guaranteed spot in next month's Appalachian Mountain Speed Week event at the track. Keep it here.
Family fun starts at Jake's Karts. Choose a kart from their showroom or have one custom built to your specifications. Custom paint, lift kits, wheels, tires, and rear seats are just a few options. Go ahead, shake it up. Whether you are camping or trail riding on any terrain, Jake's Karts has the perfect kart your whole family will enjoy. Stop in today for a test drive. Financing available for qualified buyers. Jake's Karts, Route 522 McBaytown, online at jakeskarts.com.